G'day camper. Today I'm going to share the best gear I've discovered in a whole year of running this channel. Some of it stands out for exceptional quality or value, some of it's just plain fun to use, and others have actually impacted the way I camp. And of course some of it's just been absolute. But we're not going there today. I will go into one problem I did not expect to be having. Reviewing either of these is completely pointless. We'll get to that. The first and most recent thing on my list is roller cam tie-down straps. Now, I first discovered these about 4 months ago when a channel called Western Works commented on a video of mine. And I was intrigued by the name, so I followed through and had a look. And Western Works sells these. So after having a chat with Richard at Western Works, I had a few of these in the mail. So no, I didn't pay for them. Having that open line of communication between me and Western Works means I was able to squeeze in for a bit of a discount. So make sure you check the description for a discount code. Now, I often found ratchet straps too bulky, a bit excessive for most things and pretty fiddly. I always like cam buckle straps, but the problem with them, it's usually looped around like that and it's a lot of friction. These have a brass roller right in the middle there, so it eliminates a lot of the friction and you can get them a lot tighter. So, especially for tying things onto roof racks, I don't really use ratchet straps anymore unless it's something like a kayak. These are more than enough to hold a swag on the roof, my gazebo. They're just one of those rare things where it does the same job as other things on the market, but so much better. Number 2 on the list, the Coleman double ensuite. Now, honestly, it almost didn't make the list. I was umming and ahhing about it, but it was last weekend's camping experience that put this over the line.
Oh God.
My gazebo got ruined, the wall for the gazebo all got torn out, the table got knocked over, every single awning wall ripped free and was flapping around. I wasn't even expecting the wind, so I put 4 pegs, 1 in each corner, but I didn't put a single guy rope down, and it hadn't moved a bit by the morning. So this one I purchased right at the start of this channel when I did my 3-way shower tent comparison, and we've been using it ever since. I purchased this one because we have a Coleman instant up 4-person tent and I really like the fast frame design. Now, some of you watching may remember my old YouTube channel, which I was a younger single man going out there on remote trips. Well, now it's a bit more about family camping. We're staying in one place a bit longer. We've got 2 rooms, so one's a shower, one's a toilet. When you're having a shower, the toilet room can also become a dry room to get changed. It's insect proof thanks to the stitched in floor. The stitched in floor has mesh around the edges for drainage from your shower, but that also leads to a flaw. A floor. The flaw being that the floor can't be removed, and then the floor takes a long time to dry. I've still got a whole review to come for you on this one, but honestly, I picked this one to my needs very well. Oh God! Third is the Outton Nano portable espresso maker. Now, I've been a user of the AeroPress for 10 years now. I've had that same AeroPress for 10 years and I absolutely love it. But this year, Outton sent me the Nano espresso machine. Now on paper, I was really excited about this. You put cold water in the top, it boils the water, it brews the coffee into this cup, take that, drink it. Woo! Add a bit of milk because I have it with milk. But after the first use, I was a little less excited because unless you're an espresso drinker, there's a bit more to it. But then my coffee machine at home broke and I went straight out to the camping kit and grabbed this to see what I could do with it. In the kitchen at home and taking it to work where there's no coffee machine, I've really enjoyed the whole process of learning how to get the best from this. And I've got it to the point where it's as good as the espresso I make at home with a $700 machine. It's a bit pricey if you're not a coffee enthusiast, and I do still love my AeroPress and I still use it. But this one makes the list just because of the fun I've got out of using it and experimenting to try and get the perfect brew. I do have a full review coming on that, so stay tuned for that. In fact, as soon as I'm finished filming this, that's what I'm getting onto. Number 4 is the Ridge Rider 270-degree freestanding awning. It costs $400 and in many ways I like it more than the one I paid nearly $2,000 for. It's fairly lightweight, it's fairly compact, it's easy to set up. It was a bit more sturdy in the breeze than my really expensive one. The stitching was pretty good quality, the material it's made of, pretty good quality. It really just was sweet spot, perfect bang for buck. Now you get them from Super Cheap Auto, but unfortunately, as I look on their website now, they're either low or completely out of stock everywhere. Now I did a full review of that awning right here on the channel, you can see it. It actually did really good numbers. Reviews don't usually go that well. So I don't know if a lot of people saw it, loved it and purchased one, so the stock's low, or a Super Cheap deleting it from stock completely and not going to do it anymore. And that leads me to the problem I mentioned at the start. These two are the problem. Reviewing either of these is absolutely pointless, and it's not because they're bad. This Ridge Rider oven in particular, I really like it. We've started having to leave for those really long journeys quite early in the morning, like 4 or 5 a.m. Pull the kids out of bed while they're asleep, throw them in the car, if we're lucky they stay asleep, and I'll do breakfast burritos. We'll put those in this oven, and after 3 hours on the road, the kids wake up, we stop, we have a hot breakfast ready to go. This fridge, it's only like 12 litres, but I find myself using it quite a lot. Today it's had my lunch and a bit of milk for a coffee in it. The reason reviewing either of these is completely pointless is because of stock turnover. It seems to be like a large chain store problem. They get stuff for a season, it's in for the season and it's gone. By the time I've had it long enough to do a review, it's no longer on the shelves. Or maybe it's a poor performing product. It doesn't sit on the market for long. It can be 3, 6 months at best. And that's what's happened with both of these. You can't get them. There's no point reviewing them if nobody can get it. Number 5. This is that item that has really impacted the way I camp, possibly forever. It's the Roivon A28. Tiny torch the size of my thumb. I talked about it in my, I think I called it the micro camping gear I carry every day. I had had it a number of months then, and I was starting to find I wasn't using my head torch anymore. If you put it around this way, now you can put it under the brim of your hat and it becomes a head torch. As a result of that video, somebody commented and said, you don't have to turn the clip around, it's a two-way clip. No, it's not. No, you're wrong. Oh, you're right. You don't have to turn it around at all. But I actually stopped putting it on a hat and using it as a head torch because I found I can just put it straight onto like my pocket here. And because it's got that little side light, it's perfect. I don't need a head torch anymore. It's waterproof, it's USB-C charging, it's up to 1,000 lumens from the front there. Not only does it have a white light, but it's also got red, so you can retain your night vision a bit better at camp. And it's got UV in it as well. As far as practicalities for the bush, scorpions fluoresce under UV light, and so do some minerals, so that could be interesting. Look, it's not the perfect area light to light your camp area. And it's not the perfect spotlight to maybe go spotlighting animals or searching for something in the dark, because it's not particularly bright for a spotlight and it doesn't throw particularly wide, but it just, because it's so small and it's on me all the time, it does everything quite well. I love it. It's changed the way I camp. You ready for this? You're gonna think I'm such an idiot. Oh, geez, I just got the worst fabric burn. Yep. I take a sofa camping, the Quest Air Sofa 3 to be precise, so 3-seater, it's enough for the family. I guess I've got another kid now, so I'll probably have to get the 4. They do a 4-seater version, so you can stretch right out on it. Now, to be perfectly honest, this was just a silly bit of fun. I thought this will go really good for my astro camping video. I could get a couch and I could lay out on the couch under the stars, and I didn't expect to like it as much as I do. I thought it was going to be really like sitting on a waterbed that you move around a lot, and especially if another person sat on it with you, but it's a lot more sturdy than I expected. It packs down nice and small. You can get cheaper air furniture from like big department stores, but they're just not quite as nicely finished. Like for instance, all of these here are covers. They're washable fabric covers. I'm not sure what sort of fabric it is, maybe some sort of an Oxford material. But it cleans off quite easy, so I haven't actually washed it yet. I don't know what you're thinking, it's gonna pop. Yeah, look, there's every chance that's gonna happen at some point. In fact, this person who saw me use it the first time purchased one and promptly popped it. Yeah, look, I suppose fire is an Achilles heel, and anything else that's gonna pop it, sharp sticks, gonna have to be a little bit more careful with it. I haven't used it as much as I would like to recently because it's winter and every time I've been out it's been raining, which leads me on to the problem I do have with it. When you're at camp, it starts to rain, you can quickly slam your chair up or take the cover off and put it away under cover. Well, look how big it is. You can't really put this away under cover anywhere. So I did one time wrap it in a blue tarp. That's the best I've come up with so far. If you are going to purchase one, it doesn't come with a pump. It's kind of assumed that you might already have one for other air furniture. I have used a manual pump, but it takes a lot more air than you think it takes. And then I've used a $20 12-volt pump, and that was absolute junk. If you're going to get one, you're going to have to invest in a good quality pump. 1 year of camping gear. Thanks for coming along for the journey. And if you've got any favorite gear from your year, make sure you pop a comment down below. Let us know what it is and why you love it, and you might just be helping a fellow camper in the future.